kind of hate myself for saying it, but I bloody adored going to Walthamstow Dog Track with my dad when I was a kid. Like all of us, whether we admit it to ourselves or not, my dad was a gambler. I remember him telling me that he loved watching greyhounds race because they always try their best. From as early as I can remember, I would accompany him most Saturday nights to the Stow. Even the walk from the car to the huge Art Deco stadium was exciting, full of anticipation and completely unjustified optimism. Welcome to Walthamstow Stadium. Please leave all logic at the gate as you enter. Excuses, yeah buts and if onlys will be issued at the exit. With a few lucky punts at the bookies, maybe Dad could turn the hot, sweaty 10p piece in my palm into £1 million, enough to buy my very own greyhound. I was always transfixed by the huge floodlit statue of a beautiful black greyhound in full flight wearing the iconic red No. 1 jackets. Once through the turnstiles, Dad and I would go our separate ways. He'd turn left towards the bookies on the rails to check out the odds. I'd turn right and head over to the swings and slides to keep myself occupied before the racing began. I might only have been 7 years old, but I was comfortable being on my own in a busy stadium. Different times, I guess. Once the dogs appeared, though, all my senses would spark into overdrive. The beauty of the racers, the pageantry of the huntsman with his bowler hat and trumpet leading the procession, the steward in white coats whose job it was to load the dogs into the traps as the lights went down in the grandstand, leaving only the illuminated halo of the track itself. In the moments before the race, there would be a mad rush and fighting to get to any bookie who had momentarily chalked the favourite at longer odds than the other bookies. Then, a hush. The steward in the white coat would wave towards the mechanical hair operator to signal that all 6 dogs were loaded into the traps. The trumpet fanfare would sound and the rattle of the mechanical hair would emanate from the far side of the stadium. As the punters craned their necks and dragged on their fags, I'd push my way between the sheepskin coats and down to the front to see the greyhounds crouched behind the bars in full predatory anticipation. And then, as the hare passed, bang! The steward would pull the lever to open the traps and a huge roar would rise from the crowd as the dogs burst from their blocks and thundered towards the first bend. It was electric.